Hello, welcome, and happy Tuesday. You are live with Sandra at It's All About Choices. And every Tuesday, I have the pleasure of dishing out your weekly dose of nutrition news for your mind, your body, and your soul. And I hope that everybody is having a wonderful day. I hope you had a great weekend. And I hope your week is still short, still early in the week, but I hope it's going well. And I thank you for joining me live. I have my followers that join me every Tuesday. I'm so grateful that you're taking time out of your schedule for yourself. Let's call this some self care. And hopefully, you're having a little bit of lunch to go along with that. And for those who are listening to the replay, I thank you for pausing and taking time out of your busy schedule to listen to the replay. Again, this is news and information that I hope will move you forward and to give you that motivation and that encouragement that you need. And so we are continuing in on our theme for this month of October, where we are talking about attacking the holiday weight gain head on. And yes, it is October. Hey, we got Christmas trees and Christmas decorations in the stores. Why not get ready from a health perspective and getting you ready for the holidays as well? So no time like the present. This is the calm before the storm is what I like to call it. And this series is about surviving the holidays and enjoying your holiday favorites without feeling like, one, you can't enjoy it, and two, without having the evidence of it come January. And so today we are specifically talking about how to avoid the holiday weight gain in general. I'm going to talk about mistake number 3. Holiday mistake number 3 that people tend to make that kind of sabotages their weight maintenance efforts, and maybe even their weight loss goes up to that point. And so do you find yourself dreading the last 2 to 3 months of the year, especially if you have been successfully losing weight throughout the year? Do you dread these last few months of the year? For some, it's the holiday craziness. For others, it's the family craziness. And for most, it's the inevitable holiday weight gain because you are around food that probably haven't been around since last holiday season. So it's tempting, right? So stay tuned with me throughout the entire day. I am going to speak about holiday mistake number 3 and how you can enjoy your holiday favorites and still lose weight if that is your goal, or maintain. That is still a good goal to have during the holiday season. Just a quick introduction of myself. My name is Sandra Goltry, and I am a registered dietitian nutritionist. And my goal during this time of the year is simply to prevent you from having to set those same weight loss goals and exercise goals in January of 2023. Okay, we dread that, right? And so I have the tools to teach you how to eat your holiday favorites and still lose weight, or to even maintain. Very simple, very simple. This time of the year, we want to make things simple and fun. And so we're talking about attacking the holiday weight gain head on, okay? Even this early in the game. October is not too early to think about it, okay? It's the calm before the storm. And so as you all are tuning in, please chime in, say hello to me. I'm going to get my windows going so that I can interact with you. You all know that I love to interact with you all and refer to you by your name when you all are tuning in. So as you all are tuning in, please say hello to me and chime in, and I will look for those comments as they are coming in, all right? I will do my best to see those comments. Facebook is looking a little different today. I think they made some changes. So we will do my first poll question here. And that is this a relatable topic? Okay. Are you ready for the holidays, or do you want to skip it all together? So if you're excited about the holidays, type excited. If you are indifferent about the holidays, doesn't really matter to you, just another day, say indifferent. If bah humbug, meaning you just don't even want to deal with it, then put that down as well, okay? But nonetheless, I think the food is still there regardless of how we feel about the holidays. So something just changes in how we eat during these holiday months. And the reason why I picked October to actually start talking about the holidays, because we have Halloween coming up, okay? And so that kicks things off for many people. So the candy, even though we may not buy it during the year, it's all around during this time of the year. So think about that, okay? And I see some comments rolling through. So, all right, we've got Krista, who is excited about the holiday. I think I am too. Normally, I'm just like, okay, but I am looking forward to it this year. So I am excited as well. And so let's jump right on it. Let's talk about the holiday roundup. Okay, what is that? So it's that time of the year when the extra calories lurk, it's around every corner, and all these extras add up. So if you're lucky, if you put on maybe 1 or 2 pounds by the new year, you're doing a really good job. But unfortunately, most of us, we put on more than that. Sometimes it's 5 and 10 pounds, unfortunately. And so, according to some research, most Americans, they don't even lose the weight that they gain during the winter months. So it just kind of sits there. They spend the whole year trying to lose the weight. Some more comes on with friends, and then we're back at that cycle again. Going through the holidays, we gain more weight. So it's a vicious cycle. So the pounds just tend to add up year after year, making the holiday weight gain an important factor in adult obesity. So it's really a real thing. And so you don't have to fall into this trap. It's possible to enjoy your holiday goodies without putting on a single pound. Okay. I say losing weight is a bonus, but at minimum, you just want to maintain because you're still enjoying and you're still splurging, even though you are maintaining your weight. People don't know that. And so portion control is key. We say that a lot, but what does that really mean? So saying that and implementing it are two different things, right? And so I believe that you must, I don't believe that you have to give up certain foods or you have to avoid certain foods, but it is the amount that matters. And it also matters what you're eating leading up to that major event or that party, etc. So if you go to it hungry or if you're hungry all day, then yes, you're not going to make it. You're going to overeat. So it's about what you're eating all day or all week, not just for this one occasion. So the key is having control over what you are eating and the amount that you're eating. And this is hint to holiday mistake number 3. Okay, so I'm kind of building you up to holiday mistake number 3. And so let me ask you this: so where do you usually fall going into the new year? So let's take an honest assessment. So do you typically gain weight going into the new year? Do you maintain your weight, or do you find yourself losing weight in the new year, going into the new year? So let's take an honest assessment of that and kind of see where we are and where we lie. And so let's go into it. So goals for the new year. Okay, so goals for the new year. So before diving into that, I do want to share some more insight on how you enjoy your holiday goodies without putting on a single pound. And so if you're like me, you want to enjoy the holidays. You want to enjoy the fun, the fellowship, and even the drinks without evidence sitting on you going into 2023. And for me, and I know many of people fall into the same category with me as well, it's not just weight for me. I have to watch my blood pressure because I'm around different foods that are very high in sodium that I enjoy eating. And so I don't want my blood pressure going sky high either. And so for others, it's their sugar levels. They don't want the sugar levels going sky high, cholesterol levels. So you kind of see where I'm going with that. And so when you're around you're around food a lot during this time of year, different drinks, not necessarily alcoholic drinks, but you have your holiday beverages and things like that. And so we want to make sure but we don't want to feel deprived. We want to enjoy. How do we do that? And that's really without feeling all stressed out about it, right? How do we do that without feeling stressed out? So maintaining your weight. So we have some people that are chiming in saying that they are able to maintain their weight. So that's good. So continue what you're doing because what you're doing is working. And so post, light, or current. So weight goals going into the new year. So do you want to get lighter going into the new year, or do you want to stay at your current weight? So first of all, I have to assess what it is you want to accomplish going into the new year. So do you want to go into the new year lighter, meaning you actually want to lose weight during the holiday months, which is very possible. I have plenty of clients who lose weight during the holiday season and they still enjoy themselves. And some of them even travel. Or do you want to maintain your current weight going into the new year? Again, that is huge as well. So let's pause. And while you think about that and assess, and I'm going to look at the comments, I want to kind of take a little detour before we're going into mistake number 3. So I've been noticing something lately, and like these epic sorts, and it's really big and it's really bad, and I got to wondering that why people are feeling so down, and what is it really about? And so we have many people who are feeling burnt out. We have many people who are feeling fatigued. It's the extra weight, or maybe it's depression. I mean, there's so many things that people are dealing with right now. And it's so wonder why, we just eat, right? It's comfort. It's a level of comfort. And so over the years, we have these stressors that increase, the pressures mount. And before you know it, we are taking care of everyone else before we're taking care of ourselves. So we always want to keep ourselves in the equation. Remember, I've always said at the end of these segments, we want to focus on the matters that matter. And so I'm here, I want to help you to kind of stop falling into that trap. And so I invite you, plain and simple, I want to invite you. I'm gifting 10 people in my community with this very comprehensive weight loss and health accelerator session. Okay. My fee is completely waived. And the reason why I'm doing that is I really want people, let me go ahead and put this URL up here. And I'm going to actually put the link in here. And what we will do in this particular private session, let me go ahead and put actually, I'm not able to put it in the chat today. Facebook has done something. So hopefully you'll be able to go to actionchoices.com/accelerator. And what we'll do in this particular session is we will really focus on you. We really want to focus on uncovering those obstacles and unconscious patterns that may be sabotaging building healthier eating habits, losing the weight, keeping it off. We all kind of have lost weight, but we gain it back. And really, it's about leaving the session feeling motivated again, with some kind of personalized next step that will help you move forward, help you to kind of see some results. Okay. And this is the last week. This is the last week that I'm going to talk about this in the live, and the applications are rolling in. And so the deadline is approaching very quickly. And so, and what I say is that this call is really a no judgment zone. And so there's really not much you can say that I haven't heard, hadn't seen, or hadn't been there, done there myself. Okay. So in terms of food, diet, and exercise, I kind of done it all, believe it or not. And so you won't shock me by anything that you share with me. And then again, I have a clinical background as well, so I incorporate any medical diagnosis because all of that plays a role. And like I said, I have my own set of bad habits and vices that I have to work on, in addition to keeping my own blood pressure intact. So I definitely take advantage of it, and it's not often that I'm able to do this. So it's really good time. It's really good timing because we have the holidays coming up, and you want to go in there strong. You want to go in there armed. You want to go in there prepared and enjoying yourself without feeling like you have to cut out a whole bunch of stuff and miss out stuff. So definitely check it out right here, actionchoices.com/accelerator. All right. So the third holiday mistake, okay, and more importantly, how to avoid it so that you can stay on track during the holiday months. Okay. And that is, let me look for some comments. So we got some people who say they want to go into the holidays lighter. All right. So recap of the prior mistakes. Okay. And the replays are available. So the first one I spoke about, number one, was skipping breakfast. That is a very common mistake that people make because they want to save calories. So listen to that replay to understand why that backfires and what you need to do. Very easy fix to rectify that pit. Number two, going back for seconds. Okay, going back for seconds is another very common mistake that we make. It stems from skipping breakfast, the reason why we go back for seconds. But go and listen to that replay, very informative. And then number three, showing up to the mistake number three that happens is we show up to the party, to the meal, to the event, starving. Okay, I like to say hangry. Okay, we are starving because we skip breakfast because we're saving calories. and then we eat fast, and then we go back for seconds because we didn't let our brain register that our stomach was actually full. So you don't want to save up calories. It's the intention is there, the intention is good, but the effects are not what we typically desire. Okay, so you don't want to skip meals or cut carbs or restrict too much in order to save calories. Okay, 100% foolproof recipe for overeating, I guarantee you. All right, so what do you do instead? So depending on the time, so this really depends on the timing of the festivities, the event, the party, whatever you're going to. But the key is keeping your cravings at bay. Okay, you want to avoid where you just give up and say, what the heck, because you're hungry and you're going to overeat. And that's what leads to the holiday weight gain. It's not that one event or that one meal. It's what we do over a period of time, over the days, over the weeks, because the holiday month is like 3 to 4 months. So it's the eating that we do over the course of the 3 to 4 months in total, not just that one event. So here are some of the common things that people do that falls through the cracks. So you want to have a solid breakfast. That is essential. And to know what that means, definitely listen to the replay, because a lot of times Breakfast is more than fruit and coffee. So I'll just kind of leave it at that. So you want to make sure, and you want to have more than just protein at your breakfast too. So you want to make sure you have a complete breakfast. So if your holiday event or the big meal is after 3 o'clock, I like to say if it's later in the day, you definitely want to have a lunch with that too. You want to have a solid breakfast and you want to have a solid lunch if you're not eating till later in the afternoon, because again, you don't want to go to the meal starving. Breakfast and lunch is going to, and it needs to contain a healthy mix of carbs, starches, as well as protein and veggies. So you don't want to cut stuff out. Okay. This is how we get off track. Okay. This is one of the ways we get off track. And so I am going to post my little poll here. So honestly, on the holiday or the day of the party, the big event, whatever is going on, do you tend to skip meals? Okay. Do you skip meals? Do you eat normal? Or do you kind of snack and graze all day leading up to the big meal or the big feast? So honestly. So speak honestly, which one do you do? Do you skip meals, which that's breakfast? Or maybe you may skip, some people fast. Do you fast all the way up until the big event? So post where you fall in that in that department. But if the meal is later, like I said, you want to have your 2 meals. If your meal is earlier, like sometimes my family will eat around lunchtime, have our meals. So still have breakfast. So usually in all cases, you still need to have breakfast. And so let me see here. I think I see a few comments here. Snack all day because I'm usually cooking. Oh, that is a big one. So yes, take caution with that. The person who cooks is you're nibbling on this, you're nibbling on that, but be mindful of how much you're nibbling on, because before you know it, you may have nibbled more than what you would have normally eaten. So kind of watch that. Just kind of be a little mindful. But even if you're the cook, still have breakfast. So that's a very, very good point. I'm glad you brought that up, Krista, because a lot of times people and the cook usually doesn't eat, right? When the meal is done, the cook doesn't eat. However, the calories are replaced in other ways. So it's not like the person's really not eating the meal, that the calories are replaced in other places. So we still kind of have to stay mindful. So still have breakfast, even if you are the cook. You might not feel like it, but definitely do it. All right. And so the takeaway message for today is knowing the tricks of the trade to stay on track during the holidays are key. So the keys, one, you still want to enjoy the holidays. You want to feel free to eat what you want to eat without feeling all deprived. You don't want to feel overwhelmed because the holidays are all already overwhelming enough. You don't want to feel sluggish because we're usually running around, and you want to prevent the gain. Okay. Having your weight goals set to stay where they currently are is a great goal. It's realistic for a lot of people, just being honest. So don't set yourself up for extra stress and even failure by setting these unrealistic goals, like I'm gonna lose 10 pounds during the holidays. So don't set yourself up like that. Never lose sight of the matters that matter. So first topic, don't forget about you during the holiday season. So that's when I spoke about skipping breakfast. Holiday mistake number 1, staying on track during the holiday season. Mistake number 2, meaning just because all of the hustle and bustle is going on, still exercise. Maybe you don't exercise for an hour, but still do it. Even if it's only 20 minutes, still do it. That's what's key. Get your rest. All those things are important. And number 3, avoiding the holiday weight gain by keeping your body fueled, not skipping meals, not skipping on carbs and things of that nature. Keep your body fueled as you would normally do throughout the year. So this is the perfect time to jumpstart your weight, your health and weight loss goals, as well as becoming more mindful. The holidays, I like for people to eat more mindful, okay, before the holidays kick in. Because if you start doing it now, you're more likely to carry it forward during the holiday months, all right? And remember to sign up for a health accelerator, weight loss and health accelerator session, okay? And like I said, there's nothing I haven't heard, nothing you haven't done. I've been there myself, but it's really about giving you the tools, giving you the armor that you need to feel comfortable going into the holidays and not fearing that what you've done, especially if you have been losing weight throughout the year, you don't want to feel like what you've done over the year is going to unravel and you gain all that weight back, because I know that is a feeling of defeat. So we don't want that to happen to you. So like I said, this is the last week I'm going to share this opportunity because we're going to move on to other things in the month of November. The applications are rolling in, so grab your spot and get on the calendar. And I do look forward to speaking with you because this is actually a good first step for anybody to take charge of their health, is to kind of get on top of it before the calm, while it's calm, before the storm begins. So this concludes what I have for you today. I'm going to check for some comments real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything. And I have a comment here. I used to skip breakfast all the time. Now I make it a point to eat breakfast as much as possible. So awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And that's from my husband. So I thank you for sharing that. See, look, he lives with a dietitian. So he doesn't always listen to me. So definitely definitely try it out. Because if you haven't done it before, you definitely will see a difference. So this concludes what I have for this week's edition. And I hope you enjoyed this nutrition news for your mind, your body, and your soul. Thank you for listening in live. Share this with your friends, share this with your family. Listen to the previous 2 mistakes. And next week, I'll give the 4th one and final one. And we're going to have some fun next week. We're going to have some Halloween candy trunk or treat fun. So we're going to go down candy coated memory lane. And I got something special for you too. So stay tuned next week and have a blessed rest of your day. Bye-bye.